The only way that they can know anything approximating love is by capturing a victim and sinking their fangs into them and cocooning them in a web in which they slowly die. Hello ladies and gents, today we're going to be talking about the 3 things that the narcissist fears the most. The first thing that they fear the most is exposure. Narcissists are, by their very definition, extremely concerned with their image, how other people perceive them. Them maintaining their vain idea of who they are in the eyes of you and in the eyes of the community is hugely important to them. That explains all of their behavior is down to narcissistic supply. So in number 2 thing that they fear is defiance, because defiance, if it's real, will eventually lead to detaching from them and leaving. You can only say no if you intend to detach, and you can only detach and leave them if the false image holds no sway over you anymore. This they are terrified of. If they fail to convince you of their God-like status, of their specialness, their uniqueness, their amazingness, that they're the best thing that's ever happened to you, that you'll never do better than them, that you can't live without them. If they fail to convince you of that, they become deeply anxious. In fact, they go into abandonment terror. Why? Because this whole thing, this whole structure that they've created is about securing not love, but attention. Because in childhood, they never received love. So they attached to attention instead of love. And they didn't attach to a parent who would then go on to become an intimate partner. They attached to an audience member. So they can really only do a dynamic where somebody is applauding them. So they fear exposure. They fear damage to the narcissistic self-image. They fear defiance. And then they fear loss of supply. The first thing was exposure, anything that defies the false self. The second thing was defiance, hearing the word no and finding out that you don't hold them in the high esteem that you did before. The third thing is loss. These people suffer terribly from abandonment terror. The only way that they can know anything approximating love is by capturing a victim and sinking their fangs into them and cocooning them in a web in which they slowly die. If you break free of that and wiggle away, they're left all alone again. And you've shown them that they're not that special. And the fourth hidden thing that they fear the absolute most is that you go on with your life happy. Maybe with a few scars, but stronger and happier in ways that they cannot possibly imagine than you ever were before. I hope that you heal. I truly do. And I hope that you move on and that you don't need videos like this anymore. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your time and for your attention. And stay grateful for everything that you do already have. Cheers.